you've just shown everyone there why you're getting all these gigs everywhere around the world, and you've just shown what an unbelievable T20 bowler you are.
Game 2 of the T20 Vitality Blast sees Notts Outlaws travel to Yorkshire. Notts recorded an important victory at Headingley on their way to the quarter-finals last season, but on this occasion, the weather is the only winner. A number of first-team players opt to hone their skills in a second 11 fixture a few days later. And for young wicketkeeper Tom Moores, there's an opportunity to consult his mentor, Nottinghamshire legend Chris Reed.
Yeah, obviously Reedy's a legend of the club. He's stamped his mark on this club as one of the best captains that Nottinghamshire's had, and to be able to work with him, I feel very lucky, and to be able to have him as almost a mentor is well, I'm a very lucky person, and obviously he's been great for my keeping. He keeps things very simple.
Your head's away from the ball, that's when it happens.
Yeah.
But actually, okay, that is full and wide. I'm just going to get in here.
Yeah.
And
Yeah. And then that way, backing also, being relaxed, my hands, if it did anything naughty, which unlikely is, it's more unlikely with the white ball, I guess, but
yeah.
Then obviously you back your hands to be quicker from here rather than here. You can't move from there, can you? So, yeah. No, happy with that. Cool.
A little bit bored?
A little bit of bored reaction, yeah, and then we'll go standing back.
Perfect.
Happy.
Right.
He's taken his experience from a player, and obviously now he's implemented it in coaching and obviously passing that down to me. I respect everything Reedy's done in the game, and the amount I try and learn off him and try and pick his brains about everything. I try and do it as much as I can, but this is my time to hopefully stamp my mark on the club and try and win games for Notts, and hopefully have a best career I can and go as long as I can and all that sort of stuff.
For Stephen Mullaney, rehab is underway following a knee operation. The club captain is a veteran of 125 T20 appearances, and his absence leaves a telling hole in the squad. But the Outlaws are able to plug the gap with the signing of Pakistan international Ahmad Wasim.
Well, we deliberately didn't sign a second overseas player for a long time. It was the one area of our spending, of our budget, that was going to be put under pressure because of the money that we've spent on bringing new players in to the competition and some changes there. So it was always made clear to the coaches that we might have to go without a second overseas player. I think with the injury to Stephen Mullaney and the likelihood that he will miss just about all of the group games, we decided, let's look at what cash is there, and obviously we found a player in Ahmad Wasim who's keen to come and play, wants exposure to the English game, wants to come and play at Trent Bridge, and we've managed to put the two things together. Well, we talked a lot in the last 3 or 4 weeks again about if we were going to bring a player in, what type of player, and we talked about a spin bowling all-rounder, so that we've got the option of playing up to 3 spin bowlers in a match along with Samit and Matthew Carter. He played very well for Pakistan in the World Cup. He's a left-arm spinner who bowls at all different stages of the match. He's a decent fielder, and he's a number 5, 6, 7 batter, which will just give us a bit more strength in that middle to late order when you're looking for people to hit the ball out of the ground in the last few overs. So it brings an all-round package to our team. We think we're strong in batting. We've said that before. We think we're strong in batting at the top of the order. We've probably got enough pace bowling at the bottom of the order to get through with Harry and Jake Ball and Luke Wood and Zach Chappell down there, Paul Coughlin. So there's a little gap in the middle for a sort of an all-rounder, and one who bowls spin, a little bit different to Stephen Mullaney, but not that different. So it's kind of a like-for-like replacement in some ways.
A run of 3 matches in 4 days starts at Trent Bridge with a visit of 2016 winners Northamptonshire Steelbacks. The schedule might be gruelling, but T20 captain Dan Christian is determined for Notts to enjoy the challenge.
I think it's one of the best 2020 grounds in the world. I've never played Test cricket here, so I can't really comment on that. But to play 2020 cricket, it's fantastic. The pitch is always really, really good. The outfield's really fast, and the crowd's nice and close. So it always feels like there's a lot of people here watching, and pretty entertaining brand of cricket that you get to see.
Run really well, put them under the pump on the boundary and in the ring, and we'll get our boundaries anyway, like we usually do. Should be a nice crowd in. It's a great wicket. Let's put a show on. Let's hit some sixes. Let's do all the things that you practice in the nets.
After losing the toss and being asked to field, Matthew Carter strikes with the third ball of the match to put Notts in the ascendancy. Harry Gurney, Jake Ball and captain Christian share the other 7 wickets to fall in an efficient bowling performance from the Outlaws. Joe Clark and Alex Hale set the tone for the run chase with an opening stand of 79. And by the time Ben Duquette departs for an important cameo of 26, victory has become a formality. Ultimately, the task of striking the winning runs goes to Tom Moores. It's a welcome and long-awaited victory, not least for Duquette against his former teammates.
It's an amazing feeling to just get a win, and for me personally, it's even more special, against the old team, and today was just a complete performance from us. So my focus tonight really was just to try and get in the zone. When I got out there, I wasn't speaking to any of them, and it was just another game for me, focusing on a win. So I think that was the main thing tonight, is when I batted. So I was really wanted to switch on, try and put on a little bit of a performance, and I was gutted I didn't get the boys over the line myself, but I felt like I hit the ball nicely today. So moving forward, things look good.
What I've really liked is we've been really consistent in how we've gone about prepping up for the last week. The commitment we've all done, and to get some reward has been great. We've had some harsh words with lads over the last few weeks. We weren't sure about doing this and whatever. How we've gone about everything from the start for me has been great. And little areas like the fielding as well as the batting and the bowling all came together tonight. There's an underlying thing, there's always an underlying thing though, you just need the win. You need the win. I think everyone's trying to be so positive and keep it right and whatever. To actually break that run that's been going a long time is, as I say, it's relief really. But I'm so pleased for lads because they put a lot of work in, really. And we got 3 games in 5 days, so we got another 2 coming up fast. The message will be exactly the same. Really enjoy it, really get that nice feeling. But it comes around on Friday pretty quick, and we'll be ready to go.
Matches in the tournament come thick and fast, and 2 days later, the Outlaws travel to Derbyshire to face the Falcons. Ahmad Wasim comes into the side for his debut, with Samit Patel getting the honour of presenting his cap.
Guys, I've got the pleasure of speaking about Ahmad. Welcome on board firstly. Hope you enjoy your time here. We all know what you can do with bat and ball. Just make sure you enjoy it. We're all right behind you, and hopefully it all goes well.
Unfortunately, Biscuits had to miss out today, which was a really, really tough call for us to make. I think it's a really great reflection of how strong our squad is, that we're in a position to be able to make a horses for courses call. And I think that, it's like I said, it's a really great reflection. So make sure we get around Bis, make sure we get around each other, and really go on this whole journey together. I think it's we've got, like I said, wonderful squad. Stick together, and let's have a lovely evening. Picky.
Let's not give them anything at all, and let's remember, like I say, it's not just about the lads in here, but a lot of people watching. Their weekend will depend on tonight.
The Outlaws need to show their mettle before a partisan crowd, and half-centuries from Alex Hales and Ben Duquette get them off to the perfect start. Samit Patel and Ahmad Wasim combine in the latter stages to take the total to an imposing 198 for 5. Then it's over to the bowlers. Harry Gurney, an outlaw since 2012 and now a T20 jet setter for good measure, takes career best figures of 5 for 30 as the Outlaws win by 27 runs.
Gentlemen, we'll just wrap it up very, very quickly. As Picky mentioned, and as Samit, who is so wonderful with his words, mentioned before the game starts, this is always a big game. It's their biggest game. But whenever we come here, it has an extra importance. It gives a real meaning to a lot of people's weekends. The people that really matter to this team are the people that come and watch. Yeah? We don't see so much of that out there. You've copped it all on different angles tonight for the first time, some of you, on different boundaries, and seen it for what it was worth. For what it was worth, I thought we were outstanding from start to finish. Well, Clarkie and Baz set a fantastic platform. We built on that, and we came through really, really strong. But the outstanding piece of work for the night was Harry Gurney's run out. Take aim, fire. With a dislocated finger. With a dislocated finger, Harry, you don't need to tell me, mate, I'm all over it. To knock middle stump out from 13 yards away, mate, is no mean feat. I'm really, really pleased for you. If you close it down, you'll see it's 15 yards. It starts to feel like we're getting something going. I think there'll be a little bit more to come. I think you'll all feel as though we're starting to get some rhythm in what's happening now. But it was great to watch. You know, we took the game by the scruff of the neck by bowling 3 really, really tight overs. Then we took a stick, and then we never took our foot off the gas from there on in. And in difficult conditions where the ball was sliding around a bit, I thought we fielded, our attitude towards our fielding was outstanding. We attacked every single ball, nobody played safe. You know, we did it right. And that's what our fans and our supporters want to see, particularly when we play this lot. But that's our benchmark. That's where we set it, and that's the level we have to keep trying to reach. So fair play to every single one of you. Joe Clark.
I think he was sweet. Harry, you've just shown everyone there why you're getting all these gigs everywhere around the world, and you've just shown what an unbelievable T20 bowler you are currently. And yeah, he set the tone all night. Brilliant to see.
Well done, Cheek.